Why do Chinese people asking questions that feels way too personal? How old are you? Are you married? How much do you make? I grew up in a small city in China, and for a long time, I didn't realize those questions are crossing the boundary. I didn't even realize those are private questions. I only started noticing it when I left my home and go for college and met more people from different backgrounds. And even now, when I go home, people still asking questions like, do you have a boyfriend? Are you married? And if you're married, they will ask, when are you going to have kids? Why do they ask? 50% is of course being nosy, and the other 50% is caring. People of older generation actually grows up in a very different social context than us. So they work in the same companies, factories, or work units, and they got paid exactly the same. So asking how much you make doesn't mean how much you're worth as a person. It's more like, is your company good? Is your job stable? Are you doing okay? China also used to be much more dependent on family, neighbors, and the local community because everyone knew everyone's business. This kind of network is also a safety net. But now more people like me are moving away from our hometowns and more people live independently in big cities. People don't rely on their neighbors or their work units the same way. People solve their problems by themselves. So the idea of this is my private thing and I don't need to tell you has becoming much stronger, and especially among young people. So there's also a big generation gap. Anyway, if elder Chinese people ask you about your private information, you absolutely do not need to answer, but just knowing that they're not trying to judge you. It's more like some questions that they are using to get to know you. And talking about this, I want to leave you with one question that I've been thinking about recently. If you had to introduce yourself without saying your name, your gender, your age, your job, how would you describe yourself? This is Winnie from China Cartillion. Follow for more.